everybody. I'm coming on to do my week 7 and 8 weigh-in videos. I've been a bit delayed in these, and it's partially because I'm not doing that great, and it's also partially because life's busy in the summertime, as most of you already know. So I'll start with week 7. So that was last Saturday, which would have been July the 2nd. I went for my weigh-in and highly anticipated being up quite a bit that week, thinking a couple of pounds, to be honest. And it ended up that I was down 0.1. So that's basically a break even, which I'll take, but definitely I have not been doing my best still at this program. So after that weigh-in, I was frustrated with myself and really felt like I needed to reevaluate things and take a step back and, read the program over again and make sure I'm tracking and measuring everything and basically starting from scratch. Makes me definitely sad, but it is what it is. I have to just take it in stride. So I went for that weigh-in after reassessing everything, looking at everything again, and working really hard to try to reboot. I tracked every day. I measured everything. I went back to some staple foods that I had always eaten. I made sure there was lots of fruit and veg in the house. I made time for myself. So I went for my weigh-in yesterday, which was July the 9th. And I was very pleased because I was down 1.8. So, the program works because it's not rocket science, although, sometimes we feel like it is, because in your day-to-day mindset, it's hard to focus and stay on track and push yourself past that 2-minute mark from when, you're craving something and to when you grab it and put it in your mouth. Pushing yourself to say, no, I am going to do this. And that's really what I've tried to do. Now, that being said, last week at the meetings, it was all about partying smart. And yesterday, which was the 9th, I held a block party at my house for about 8 houses worth of people that came into my backyard, and we had a bunch of food and we talked, and some of us even just got to know each other for the first time, and the kids all played, and we have a trampoline in the backyard, and I set up like water activities for the kids and a craft and things. So it was really fun and great. And of course, like everybody says, parties, sometimes they center around food, and this particular one had some amazing food. Everybody kind of pitched in and brought something, and one of the neighbors, he smoked a bunch of pulled pork, so there was amazing pulled pork and buns and coleslaw and lots of yummy desserts, but there were salads and there were fruit and veg, and there was a good variety of things. And I'll be honest, I was so busy yesterday morning after I got back from Weight Watchers. I ate a decent breakfast. I had a nutritious salad for lunch, and then I was running around so much. I should have had my Fitbit on yesterday because it would have been interesting to see how many steps, but it's not working properly, and I have to switch over to the replacement one they sent me. So I really would have been interested to see how many steps, because I definitely feel like I was on the move from 8 o'clock yesterday morning non-stop until like midnight last night, when I finally sat down on my couch to talk to my husband for half an hour to chill out before we went to bed. So we had a wonderful time. It was a great gathering, and the food was awesome, and I did indulge, and I don't think I ate as much as I would have, and I also made sure to make one of the desserts myself so that it was Weight Watcher friendly, I guess you'll say. I basically made a trifle with like lemon pudding. So I used the fat-free lemon pudding or sugar-free lemon pudding, and fat-free Cool Whip, and I used ingredients that worked for me in points. So that was awesome. And like I said, it turned out really well, and we had a wonderful time, and my son loved it too because he had a bunch of friends to play with and hang out with while the adults socialized. So regrouping again this week because it's weird, not weird. It's going to be a different week for me. My son is away from our home for the week. He is with my mom and my brother, where I grew up, which is a couple hours north of here. So we dropped him off today at a halfway meeting point with my sister-in-law. So anyways, my son is going to be away this week, and it'll be different for me because I don't have to get up and shuffle him to where he needs to go, and I don't have to pick him up after work and make sure he has lunch and sunscreen and a hat and, you know, all the things that he needs in a day. And then at night I don't have to run him to soccer or guitar this week. So it'll be a long time for my husband and I, which is good for right now. We definitely could use that. And we're going to get some stuff done around here as well, and also do some more prep for my trip. Again, this week, I'm going to try to focus on myself quite a bit. I'm going to make sure I track my points every day, plan ahead. I'm going to exercise this week. I have the time. I need to do it. So that's going to be my goal, is to exercise. My husband and I are going to go on a bike ride, I think. Near our house, they just built a new highway, I guess you could call it. Along this new roadway, they've built a lot of paths that are good for biking and running and walking and whatnot. So we're going to venture onto those so that we can kind of get used to them when we take our son on them. So that'll be kind of fun for the two of us to kind of do that on our own and venture around and kind of check things out. And then I'm going to try and do a long walk by myself because I'm definitely feeling the lack of exercise that I've been doing. By now, like, I should have lost a lot more weight just with my experience with Weight Watchers. By now, like, there's no reason I shouldn't have lost at least 12 pounds, and I've only lost 7.4. So I need to really work on that. I need to push myself because I know I can do better than this. Like, the first 2-3 weeks, I had already lost 6.1. And now we're this far in and I'm only at 7.4 because I had very small losses and then a gain of 1.2. So it's time to buckle down and do this. I don't have many weeks left until our trip, so I'm not going to get to the goal that I think I had initially set for myself. I believe I had wanted to be down at least 15 pounds by then, or somewhere in around there. And obviously that's not going to happen because I'm only at 7 now. And I only have a couple weigh-ins left because we leave on July the 29th. I could lose another 6 pounds potentially at the most to do it right. And that would put me at 13.4 pounds. So that would be good. A lot of my clothes are fitting me. This is an outfit right now that I'm wearing that I wore in Vegas last year. The shirt's a little baggy, so it fits nice, but the shorts fit and they're actually a little bit baggy. Because I have a fear of trying on clothes that I haven't worn in a year. Can you relate to that? Like, I have a fear of trying them on. Because I feel like if I put them on and they're too tight, then I'm just going to be even more down in the dumps. And I would say more often than not, that's what happens. So I try to avoid it. This week's was go beyond the scale. So I guess that's a good segue into that, because trying on the shorts and having them be a little bit loose, that's, that's good. That's a beyond the scale victory. If I just go forward with a positive attitude, that's going to bring it back to me, right? So that's kind of where things sit. So here I am again, like I said, at this point, I've lost 7.4 pounds total. That's it for now. I will update again next week and touch base with you and let you know how the weigh-in went. Now I'm going to have to weigh in. Ooh, what am I going to weigh in? I just thought of that. I'm glad I did this video, because I'm going to weigh Friday early in the day, and I usually weigh in on Fridays at 1 or Saturdays at 8:30. I might have to weigh in Thursday night. Ooh, I don't like that. I'll have to figure that out. Okay, well, that's it for now. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. And to anybody that's new subscriber, I really appreciate you watching the videos. Thanks for coming along to follow my journey. You know, I love it when you comment. You know, I love it when you put comments below and let me know how you're doing and anything you'd like to see from me or any videos that, you know, you've liked. I really like to hear back from feedback. I really like to hear feedback from you guys. So let me know if there are any, you know, tips or tricks that I've done that you want to hear about, like in terms of recipes or food or snacks or anything of that nature. Just, you know, leave a comment below. And thanks for subscribing, and tune in next week. Bye for now.